On this episode of Beyond the Blueprint, designing Fedship's ultimate wine tasting experience.
I think everything is possible.
This is absolutely gorgeous, this area here. I think there's a way that we can just bring that all together. Just need to sketch it and get it done.
2 yacht designers.
Such a clever use of space.
Countless breathtaking features.
This is exactly what our owners are looking for.
That feeling of James Bond is something we can use for our yacht.
Here we have the layout.
One ultimate design challenge.
What do you think about that?
I really would like to do that. And this wine cellar is completely private.
This is Beyond the Blueprint.
So Jan, I've been looking at some older boats. I saw one which actually kind of caught my fancy.
Yeah.
Ice Bear.
Okay.
A very, very pretty boat. And to be honest, there's a couple of things that just kind of triggered me where I thought we could reimagine those spaces or kind of like really develop it, make it something really special. And one of those places was actually on the top deck.
Ah, the observation lounge.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
She's got the wood on the inside. Makes it feel like a little bit like a wooden barrel kind of style, but also has this
inside a barrel.
But also the fact is that she has this huge big windows, and I thought we could even further that with something much more imaginative.
Well, what are you thinking about then?
Well,
Seems like you're leaning towards something.
Well, one of the ideas I was really thinking about was actually like focusing solely on the wine tasting. I could really see myself here drinking a glass of wine. Huge vista, serene environment.
Kind of get that, yeah.
But also when you're tasting wine, you want to be in the most beautiful, you're surrounded in valleys and open areas.
Yeah, definitely this is an open area.
So this is where it kind of leads into that, is where actually now we need those experiences to be like brought together and then really just emphasize that luxurious aspect.
Can you show me your ideas a bit?
So one of the ideas was obviously make sure we have the ultimate drinking area. So that's where that experience is going to be. You're tasting the wine in the most serene environment.
Yeah.
So this is going to be, your sun deck area, so the top of the boat, and then obviously then trying to bring in also like the wine cellar element as well. So I wanted to have like a hidden cellar within the sun deck area.
I can imagine, because of course in the sun deck you have these extended views. There is no light protection, but then you want to be close to the wine.
Exactly. So the one thing is want to have a direct access into the wine cellar, but it was only solely accessible from the sun deck area, and that was going to be
secret room.
Well, exactly. It's the owner knows it's there, and you can bring your guests and your friends around. You can go and choose bottles of wine, celebrate the wine the way it should be done.
Of course, I'm thinking about food, because you don't pair wine with other wine, but with food.
It'd be rude not to, be honest.
I know we have pizza ovens on board, which is really nice. I know we have teppanyaki set up. I know we have these very nice outdoor kitchens set up with bars around them in other ways as well. What kind of other culinary experiences do you have in mind?
Obviously, sometimes it's the owner or the client's background. They also want to maybe have those experiences. Southeast Asian stuff is usually hot pot related.
Oh, yeah.
So usually there's one project we've been involved with where they wanted hot pots all the way around the bar area.
Yeah.
But we have to also gauge that as well.
What are you thinking about?
So one of the things I'm kind of thinking about is making sure that when you're tasting wine, people don't want to have external elements interfering with the tasting of wine.
Yeah.
And then if you're pairing it with food as well, you've got to be in very neutral environments. But then the challenge is obviously trying to capture those beautiful surroundings. So for this exercise, I really want to try and have is a aft-facing enclosed dining space.
Yeah, okay.
And then a very, very clean transition to then say the sun deck forward, where, for example, we have a kind of a wine snug area where we have then either full 360 kind of viewpoints, more of like a wine terrace with cozy seating area.
That's really the area where you specifically taste wine, and the off part, the dining, is where you do the pairing.
Yeah, because it's in a more sheltered area. It's a more calmer. It's kind of more relaxed.
So you have two different ways of working with wine.
But then there's a trick to this as well, because I want to have a spiral staircase going down into like a sort of like a cave.
Yeah.
And then this is where we then take those cellar elements, so the natural stones, the natural woods
I
and
like
stuff,
that.
and we kind of create this kind of like hidden hidden room, and it's only accessible from that sun deck bar area. You know, the client's friends can go down, grab the bottles, compare them, bring them up again.
Bring them up.
I think to better the process here, we need to go and actually go and sample some beautiful wine.
Field trip, good idea.
Okay, now we taste an exceptional wine from Grenache Plot.
Smells amazing. So, Jovan, tell us a little bit more about where we are.
We are in Château d'Esclans, in the heart of Provence, 30 kilometers north to Saint-Tropez. The oldest vines are 80 years old, and this barrel is around 10 years.
And what are we drinking here?
You're drinking the future Cuvée L'Éclat Orgaris.
Part of the future. And what are the challenges with making this lovely wine?
There are a lot of challenges to winemaking. The weather can be changed everything. It reduces acidity, and it's very important for winemaker. And the last, making exceptional rosé every year.
Yeah, so we're also trying to create the most amazing experience for wine tasting on a yacht. So what would you think we should do to store the wines?
I think everything is possible, but it will be difficult. Most important thing is to regulate temperature and humidity perfectly. Another problem is to reduce vibration and movement as much as possible on the bottle, I think.
We're on a boat, so we always move a bit, but I do think we have some ideas.
There's ways that we can get around that, I'm sure of it. Take a look this way. This is what you need on a yacht. But that colour, that kind of presence is amazing, isn't it? No, this is perfect. This is exactly what our owners are looking for. They really want to display all their wines. And you have this selection process where you can walk down a corridor, you see the beautiful bottles, shapes, sizes.
Select it together, what you want with your dinner.
Got a great idea. Let's grab two and let's go. So she prefers wine in the cellar, a little bit dark for my liking. So now we're in a little bit of a better location. Tell me, are you a big wine lover?
I do love wine, yeah. I think about 20 years ago, my parents, they took me out to dinner and we did a wine and food pairing.
Yeah.
And that really brought it out for me. The way the tastes are complementary to each other of the wine and the food, it just blew my mind, and I loved it ever since. How about you?
For me, it was more growing up, exploring, traveling, and then you realise that people celebrate the food with actually wine, and they use that as accents to bring the flavours through.
Incredible. This view is just magnificent. And now, of course, the question is, can we offer a similar experience to our FedShip clients?
There's no reason why we can't bring all these fantastic elements, you know, from the very traditional aspects, from the vineyard earlier today to now to this. Let's be honest, this is absolutely gorgeous, this area here. I think there's a way that we can just bring that all together. Just need to sketch it and get it done.
Yeah, okay, well, cheers to that.
Cheers to that.
So we learned a lot, and I'm really anxious to see what you've done.
This bar area is going to be quite a special area. We've got a beautiful outdoor terrace where we can enjoy the outdoor elements, but then also on the inside, you've got this seating area, a bar area, so it's also nicely connected to the kind of the crew passaging as well. We want to make sure...
we need proper service indeed, so that's a good idea, definitely, yeah.
So then the crew can obviously operate backwards and down the stairs and so forth. Actually, moving where I've just highlighted now where the dining area is, this is now going to be that silver service dining area. That's most important for me, is making sure you can taste the wine and celebrate the food. as much as possible.
The windows on the side, so it's a beautiful view here as well.
You've got undisturbed views and sliding open all the way around.
Yeah.
As I highlight this stairwell.
Yep.
So we start out here, and then we can go around into the wine cellar down below.
Yeah, that's great.
And this wine cellar is completely private. It's locked into the underneath of the wine bar.
Yeah, if you saw where we were just now, this inspirational area with the barrels, then I think this is something we definitely
Yeah,
need.
so like the cases of rosé that you see on the
Yeah.
side, you can create something really pretty that way.
Yes, this is quite awesome. I hope we can sell it.
Well, you've always got a buyer from my side. Wine fanatic over here.